Great stuff. Lindsay Rhodes and Dominican Sue on the show tonight. Total Access. Keep it here on NFL Network as we keep it rocking on a Good Morning Football Wednesday presented by Audi. Will Selva out in the newsroom in L.A. And Dominican Sue on the show. That's awesome. You going to stick around, bud?
No. I'm probably going to be home sleeping. Yeah.
I hear you.
I'll catch the highlights tomorrow morning on Good Morning Football.
Thank you.
He will be addressing reporters, too, so we'll bring snippets of that to you tomorrow morning as well, Kay. Well, there seems to be some angst in Atlanta over quarterback Matt Ryan's extension, but it's definitely not coming from the team. Owner Arthur Blank giving off the chill vibe about Ryan's next contract. Blank telling the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, quote, "No need to worry. Good conversations are happening. They are positive, and there's no timetable for this." GM Thomas Dimitroff essentially echoing the same sentiments on Ryan's new deal to 680 The Fan, saying, quote, "It remains our primary focus this offseason." The Jets setting some offensive line depth as they plan to sign former Lions center Travis Swanson. Swanson has started every game he's played in the last 3 seasons, but will have competition at the center position as Gang Green recently added Spencer Long to a 4-year contract. Now, as part of the NFL's Salute to Service initiative, several NFL players, including Latavius Murray and Mark Ingram, will visit U.S. troops and their families at military bases in Italy and Germany during a week-long NFL USO tour. Now, Ingram, who's never one to shy away from a camera, gives us a look at their first stop.
We just touched down. It's the first day. We got the whole squad out here. Tay-Tay, my dog Big Ben, Mark with a C, Rex in this thing, my dog Mario Addy, Mr. Alabama himself. We out here, man. It's beautiful. We got the tower. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. We in the square. It's beautiful.
Mark Ingram is awesome. It feels a little weird because it's him with other players and our guy Tay-Train, but not Alvin Kamara. I mean, those two were inseparable, but it looks like he's having fun out there.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Maybe we'll miss each other a little bit. Great stuff, Will Selva. Appreciate you sharing that story. Back here in studio, breaking down some trades. We, of course, have Brandon Cooks going from the Patriots to the L.A. Rams. Let's talk about...
Before we get any further into that, I think I need to say something really important. If you guys just give me a little real estate here. You know, I know that... the Jersey Shore is returning to television. And Snooki has got so much love. I really feel like Sammy Sweetheart was one of the most misunderstood characters. I'm talking about, you know, guys like Mercutio or Ralph Furley, or, you know, or Vicky from A Small Wonder. Certainly Loki in the world of the Marvel. What's going on? I got more. Sammy Sweetheart should have gotten...
Bro, no more about Jersey Shore. You're on the clock. Here's what this segment is. If you guys have been watching our show the past few days, here's what it is. At any point in any show, I can hit this buzzer and put a team on the clock. Usually it happens when Kyle is waxing prolifically about Jersey Shore and Sammy Sweetheart. Sammy, I'm sorry. We move on. Here's what it is.
Okay.
I'm going to give you guys a team.
Okay.
I'm going to assign roles. I'm going to put you on the clock for 1 minute. You're going to debate, and you're going to have to make their draft pick. Today's team, the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay.
Nate, you are going to be GM Chris Ballard.
Okay. All right.
Kyle, you are new head coach Frank Reich. And Kay, you are the owner of the Colts, Jim Irsay. Now, let's say that the draft happens, no trades in the top 5. Here's who has been taken in this scenario. Josh Allen shocked everyone, went first to the Browns. The Giants responded by taking Saquon Barkley. Jets said Sam Darnold sitting there at 3. We'll take Sam Darnold. Bradley Chubb went 4. Broncos chose to not take a quarterback and instead took Quentin Nelson, the guard. Wow, this would be a bad draft for the Colts because a lot of the non-quarterbacks are off the board. Let's see who is available, though. You've got Tremaine Edmonds, the freak 19-year-old pass rusher out of Virginia Tech. You got Denzel Ward. You got Minkah Fitzpatrick. Josh Rosen's there if you want to get a quarterback to go with Andrew Luck. Or you have Derwin James, Vita Vea, Roquan Smith, Marcus a long list, but Nate, the Colts are on the clock. We think Andrew Luck is going to be back. The clock starts now.
Well, listen, initially I was looking at Quentin Nelson. Brissett last year was sacked the most in the entire NFL. And we want to protect Andrew Luck. We got to keep him healthy. That is at the forefront of my mind. But then again, that defense on the other side, they struggled they struggle something vicious. So what do you guys think?
We have too many holes. Go ahead.
There was a time when the Indianapolis Colts were called soft, all right? They were called a dome team on the carpet. Then they brought in people like Dwight Freeney and Bob Sanders. They brought in hammers to send a message. I want to send the same message. I want to take Roquan Smith, a linebacker out of Georgia. That is our leader. It is our tone setter on defense. Andy Luck offense, Roquan defense. Go get him.
I love that you're saying Andy Luck offense. He's the leader. I want the leader on the defense. We should take Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
We have so many holes to fill in this draft, and he can do it all. He can be a safety for you. He can play corner. He's a leader, and he's ready to play now. So you should take Minkah Fitzpatrick. And I feel like he's falling to us at this pick.
Yeah, I hear you on that. You know, losing.
Nate,
Vontae
the pick
Davis.
has to be in right now. Who will the Colts take?
He's known as Nick Saban's son.
I know. We were 28th in pass defense last year. I don't want everybody to say everybody hates Chris. So with the 6th overall pick, the Indianapolis Colts select cornerback out of Ohio State, Denzel Ward. Talk about it. We are going to go defense. Last year, we went in the top 10 and grabbed Malik Hooker, who was his teammate. So there's some chemistry there. And listen, for what it's worth, we're going to light up the skies. We have a quarterback that can throw the ball, which means on the flip side, teams are going to be throwing the ball against us. So we want to have one of the best secondaries. And what we're doing right now, we are building something like Seattle built when they had that Legion of Boom. We are building something special like they're building in Los Angeles. We want to be young. We want to be fast on defense. And when teams want to throw the ball in what is a passing league, we will be there to stop them.
There's a keeping up with the Joneses, too, there in the AFC South, right? I mean, you know the Titans are going to play defense. They had a great secondary last year. They got the new head coach. Vrabel's going to bring it. Jacksonville, like the coolest, youngest secondary in the league. I feel like you have to have something on the back end. I truly believe in Luck this year, but in the secondary, I think you need to show up in the AFC South because everybody else will.
Yeah, and talking about Andrew Luck and keeping him healthy, you look at what's available and the best players available. I think immediately you think protect Andrew Luck. When I was playing, this is 4 years ago, I would hear rumors within that locker room of players saying, I don't care who we go after. Let's just get some protection for Luck. We need to keep him upright. And I thought it was just talk. And then I saw this quarterback who had all these different variables to his game and was so good start to break down. I thought, man, this isn't coming out of nowhere. And then people started running with that narrative. And this isn't just people throwing stuff on the wall. And I've even heard that Andrew Luck himself has said each year in and year out, as soon as the offseason comes around, guys, just put some people in front of me. I can make do with wide receivers that are B or C average. I can make do with a running back that might not be the best in the league, but I can't make do with getting sacked the most in the league. And you know, of course, I wanted to go offensive line, offensive line, offensive line. But I think first and foremost, the Colts have to protect Luck. If they can't do that, then they can't do anything.
Well, they didn't go big in free agency. They didn't sign it. I mean, they haven't done it.
They didn't get Nate Solder.
They added a guard.
They have so many needs. Can they get it wrong, Peter, in this draft at 6?
This would be a nightmare scenario, and that's why we kind of drafted it up this way, that the quarterbacks don't fly off the board. Because if the Colts sit pretty at 6 and 3 quarterbacks go, say it be a combination of Mayfield, Rosen, Allen, Darnold, that means they at the very least at 6, when they trade back from the Jets, they can get Barkley, Chubb, or Nelson. But if only 2 quarterbacks go, or God forbid 1 quarterback goes, they're kind of looking around, and Denzel Ward, 6th overall, great player, and him and Malik Hooker played college ball together, that would be a reach. I think if you were looking at it strictly from players' boards and how it works, that would be a nightmare scenario. Now, what I would think would be a dream scenario, Buffalo calls up, Arizona calls up, the Chargers call, someone calls up and says, hey, oh my God, wow, Josh Allen's still on the board, or Baker Mayfield's on the board. But man, the Colts, if that's how it played out, I think a lot of Colts fans would be like, frustrated.
What was that again?
I know that sound.
With the big trade between the Rams and Patriots for Brandon Cooks, who's saying and who's not? How unstoppable will the Rams be in 2018? This and more as Good Morning Football rolls on. Happy Wednesday, y'all.
You're sitting down watching TV. Kyle, can you help me with something?